So they just what, left?
No. The whistle. They were called.
All right, listen up.
Predator 6 Badlands: The Ultimate Hunt kicks off with the Yautja taking center stage this time, unlike previous films. But wait, when did we all start calling them Yautja anyway? We'll discuss that, but before we get into that, let's break down everything we know about Predator Badlands so far. Dan Trachtenberg and Patrick Asen wrote Predator 6 Badlands, with Trachtenberg also directing. The Hollywood Reporter revealed in February 2024 that multiple Predator projects are in the works, all under Trachtenberg's direction. Filming kicked off in New Zealand during summer 2024. Rumors about Arnold Schwarzenegger returning as Dutch have been swirling for years. Every time a new Predator movie is announced, speculation about his comeback starts up again. For Predators, Robert Rodriguez wanted Arnie to appear, but he was too busy at the time. Back in March 2016, Schwarzenegger even had lunch with Shane Black to talk about The Predator. The early script had Dutch showing up at the end, stepping off a chopper and inviting Quinn, Casey, and Rory to join him. But Schwarzenegger wasn't impressed with the script and turned it down, saying he'd only do it if they rewrote it and gave him a bigger role. Hopefully this one delivers. Unlike Prey, which took us back to 1719, Predator Badlands is set in the future and will have a female lead. In August 2024, a casting call surfaced for a project codenamed Backpack, which turned out to be Predator Badlands. Along with that, a leaked synopsis and character details gave us an idea of what to expect. The story follows two sisters whose bond is tested as they take different paths. Synopsis said this: a bold new take featuring two main storylines, one of which explores the complex relationship between two very different sisters. As they each follow their own missions, their family ties are pushed to the limit. The casting call revealed that the lead actress would play two sisters, Thea and Tessa, with the role open to actresses between their mid-20s and mid-40s. Thea has spent most of her life in a lab and is finally stepping out for her first big adventure in the real world. Meanwhile, Tessa is the total opposite. She's laser-focused on her goals and brings a militant intensity to everything she does. This is what is said exactly. Thea Tessa. This casting is for a dual character and describes both characters. Character identifies as female or non-binary, open ethnicity, mid-20s to mid-40s. Thea has spent most of her life in a laboratory and is now embarking on her first big adventure in the world. She is incredibly smart, witty, enthusiastic, and unflappable. She has an innate disregard for danger, not because she's fearless, but simply because she's naive. Strong comedy chops required. The other sister, Tessa, has a militant intensity when it comes to achieving her family's goals and mission objectives. She will not let anything get in her way, not even her twin sister. The casting call also confirmed that filming took place in New Zealand between June and September 2024. The lead actress needed to be 5'8" or shorter, comfortable with intense action training, and okay with wearing prosthetics and heavy makeup. In July, the New Zealand Herald reported that an American movie was filming in Rotorua. Production then moved to Te Kuiti before heading to South Head, a peninsula just north of Helensville. Another article shared 3 set photos from a major Hollywood film shooting at Hamurana Springs in Rotorua, further fueling speculation about Predator Badlands. Looks like this was indeed Predator Badlands. In October 2024, new images surfaced showing the crew on set, and in the background, you can clearly spot the Predator costume. One interesting shot shows Alec Gillis signing a xenomorph while casually carrying a crew jumper over his shoulder, just adding more fuel to those Alien vs. Predator teases. Another behind-the-scenes pic shows what looks like a Predator performer, minus the head, rehearsing a scene. You can see the arm gauntlets, textured skin, and back armor, making it pretty obvious. These images came from the Instagram accounts of New Zealand-based makeup artists Carly Marr and Susie Glass. Big shout out to Ace 3G and Johnny Handsome for the scoop. In November 2024, Empire shared a sneak peek of their upcoming January issue, revealing the first official behind-the-scenes still from Predator Badlands. In an interview, director Dan Trachtenberg confirmed that the Predator will actually be the hero of this film. The article also backed up an earlier leak that Elle Fanning is playing both lead characters, making this an even more exciting addition to the franchise. Dan Trachtenberg, speaking to Empire in their Andor Season 2 issue, shared that this time, the Predator is front and center, leading the charge. He's still a total badass, but there's also an emotional side to him, Trachtenberg explained. Creating a character that you connect with but are also super intimidated by has been both challenging and exciting. He also revealed that the idea behind Predator Badlands came from wanting to do something similar to Prey, pushing the franchise's boundaries while making the audience root for an unexpected hero. That led to the big idea of actually cheering for the Yautja. Speaking of Yautja, is that really the Predator species' official name? Interestingly, the movies have never actually called them that. The term comes from a tie-in novelization, but it's since become widely accepted. Unlike the xenomorphs in Alien or the shape-shifting horror in The Thing, the Predators remain mysterious on screen. That's a big reason why the Alien vs. Predator movies didn't really click with audiences. Aliens vs. Predator Requiem tried to hide the Predator and xenomorphs with ridiculously dark lighting, but even then, it still showed them way too much. On the other hand, the 2022 reboot worked because Prey didn't over-explain the Predator's origins. Like the classic 1987 film, it just focused on delivering intense, fast-paced action. The name Yautja actually comes from the Alien vs. Predator novelization, not the movies. The Predator films work best when they don't get too caught up in lore, so it's no surprise they never officially named the species. But in the 1994 novel Aliens vs. Predator by Steve and Stephanie Perry, the term Yautja was introduced. According to AVP Fandom, the book is based on the first Aliens vs. Predator comic series, which follows human colonists caught in a battle between predators and xenomorphs. The novel even includes a predator language and details about their biology, though later stories gave conflicting takes on the creatures. Since then, Yautja has been widely used in fan works, comics, and games, but the movies have never called them that, or offered another name. The films generally avoid explaining too much about the predators, keeping the mystery alive. The Predator movies have never actually used the term Yautja to refer to the species. The franchise's canon is pretty inconsistent, especially with all the tie-in comics and novels, but one thing remains true: none of the films have given the Predators an official name. Even though Alien vs. Predator had plenty of talk about the creatures and their origins, no one ever called them Yautja. Predators introduced a hunting planet but didn't explain much about the species itself. Even the Predator hinted at a way for humans to fight back against the creatures, but never actually used the term. Since Predator, Predator 2, and both Alien vs. Predator movies also skipped it, Yautja might not even be canon. Even though the movies have never called them Yautja, the Predator fandom has fully embraced the term as the species name. Games, comics, and novelizations use Yautja to explore the Predator's world, culture, and personalities in ways the films haven't. While Alien Earth might dive deeper into xenomorph lore, the Predator franchise hasn't had a TV series to do the same. Since the movies haven't offered another name, fans widely consider Yautja the official term. Predator Badlands, set in the future, could finally make it canon. By then, humans might actually know what to call the species. Predator Badlands hits theaters on November 7, 2025, taking the release date originally set for Blade, as reported by Deadline. Well, that's it for today. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, because we'll be covering more updates on Badlands soon. See you next time!